Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my humble casa, my humble home in Livingston, Montana. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these sit-down desktop videos, but hey, I guess it's better than doing some of these stupid cartoons and other crappy videos I've been doing. Well, anyway, I hope I don't bore you too much here, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to talk for a few minutes about Bozeman, Montana. Why am I going to talk about Bozeman, Montana? Because I've gotten several emails where people have asked me about that city. Now, Bozeman is over in Gallatin County. I live in Livingston. This is Park County. So naturally, things are a little bit different over there in Bozeman than they are here. For example, the use of cell phones while you're driving. You'll get a ticket over there in Gallatin County. Now, here not too long ago, I was up above Bozeman about 50 miles, 60 miles or so. I was at Big Sky, and that's still in Gallatin County, and I ripped off a 20-minute recording, up trying to show people around that Big Sky area, that fancy ski resort. I was really technically breaking the law because you're not supposed to use a cell phone in Gallatin County, and the cops over there will give you a ticket. And why they don't do it here in Park County is beyond me. I think it's because our weather over here can get dangerous and windy at times. I think that's got a lot to do with it, okay? But anyway, this video is coming to you courtesy of a fellow that follows my channel by the name of Dan. Now, no last names, I don't even know where Dan lives, I'm not sure. But Dan had asked me, and several other people had asked me about Bozeman, Montana, what I thought, and everything like that. I racked my brains this morning before I turned on this camera, trying to figure out a way to do a little recording over there where I won't get in trouble with the law. And I thought, hey, dummy, you got a wife they've been married to for almost 50 years. Have her drive, and you sit shotgun and rail off some footage, rail off some recording. And by the way, I just love it this day and age when people say, oh, you're on tape, oh, you're on film. No, you're not. This is a recording, digital recordings, ladies and gentlemen. No, I don't know about you, but I haven't handled any actual film in years, But anyway, getting on to Bozeman, Montana. Okay. Bozeman is the county seat of Gallatin County. Livingston's the county seat of Park County. Two different interests altogether. Bozeman is a city of about 40,000, something like that. It is a community that is supported a lot by the college over there, MSU. That stands for Montana State University. Montana State University at one time was accredited number 23 in the nation. I don't know where they sit right now, but there's lots of out-of-state people that come to MSU, that go to school at MSU, and I think they got a pretty big exchange student program with foreigners and that kind of stuff. So that's a big deal at school over there. It really is. Okay? And then fly fishing is a big deal around Bozeman because you got the Gallatin River branches out, and you got the East Fork, the Middle Fork, the West Fork, and all of that. And plus, it's within fly fishing. You're within driving distance of other fly fishing places. Then you got skiing. Skiing's another big deal in Bozeman, Montana. I think there's something like 7, 8 ski lodges around Bozeman like that. Okay, so you got a lot going on. And also, Bozeman is surrounded by a lot of ranching. Good old cowboy Montana ranching and wheat farming and grain farming and that kind of stuff. And another thing about Bozeman that may hold somebody's interest, this may not interest you, I don't know, is it's expensive to live in Bozeman, Montana. I am not kidding you. The average home over there is going to cost you $500,000. Never in my life did I think I was ever going to sit before a webcam and tell people, whoever watches this stupid video, that it's going to cost you $500,000 to live in a place like Bozeman, Montana, but it's true. I've got a son-in-law of mine that's directly involved with the construction business. Him and my daughter just got done buying a home. I'm not really going to say it's not in Bozeman, but very near Bozeman. They paid almost $700,000 for that home. That is no kidding. That is no, I lie not. Well, you take like this little place I got here. I sit on a quarter of an acre, but yet, this place of mine's only valued at about 270, 280, something like that. I have an idea that's because our weather over here, we get a lot of wind, and we just get a lot more weather and stuff like that. That's the only thing I can figure out, why it's so expensive over there. It's a lot more expensive in Gallatin County in Bozeman to set up camp, to get you home, and all that than it is over here in Livingston. Yet our scenery over here is better. The weather isn't better, but our scenery is definitely better. And anybody that follows my channel has seen the Absaroka Mountains right outside my window here. Matter of fact, I can see right down Paradise Valley. To tell you the truth of the matter, I set up on a little hill here that looks over Livingston and Absarokas and Paradise Valley. I got a pretty nice view here, but one thing about these nice views, that don't put spuds on the table, So, but so people might ask me, do I like Bozeman? Yeah, Bozeman's all right. There's more shopping over there. They got Costco's, Wally World. We don't have these big box stores here in Livingston. They don't. The city fathers, the county fathers, I think, want to keep Livingston, Montana, kind of like it was back in the old Western days. Small, kind of a old quaint railroad and cowboy town, that kind of thing, And so unfortunately for us people, if we want to do any serious shopping, we've got to go over to Bozeman. The problem of it is, you've got 35 miles of Bozeman Canyon between here and there, because you do have a certain amount of people that drive from Bozeman that work in Livingston here, and vice versa. You got a certain amount of people that live in Livingston here, and they commute every day now, maybe not on Saturdays and Sundays, but they commute over to Bozeman and work over there. Okay? Now, personally, myself, I'm all retired and everything. There's no way that you could get me to commute on that Bozeman Pass or that piece of highway out there at I-90. No way. It's too dangerous. They get whiteouts and blizzards and storms and icy road conditions and all this other kind of stuff, Okay, now what else have I forgot? Okay, Bozeman, you've got the Museum of the Rockies. They got a bunch of dinosaur displays because they discovered dinosaur bones here in Montana. And I think they've got an observatory there where, they've got an auditorium where you can sit in there and look at the stars. I don't know. I've never been in there, but I've heard about it, and so you've got that going on. And then at Gallatin County Fairgrounds, you have big bands come in there once in a while and stuff like that, and craft shows and all of this, And then surrounding Bozeman, you've got weird little towns like Manhattan, Belgrade. Actually, Belgrade ain't weird. It's getting to be a pretty good sized little city over there. Amsterdam, Churchill, stuff like that. Just take a look. Find I-90 at Bozeman there. Just take a look around that immediate area there, and you'll catch right on to what I'm saying, And so things have a tendency of being very expensive in Gallatin County. That's what I do know. I did a video here not too long ago where I went up to Big Sky, Montana, this fancy ski resort up there, and really, I was in Gallatin County, and I shouldn't have been. I forgot about that cell phone, because I do all my outside recording with an iPhone. This guy right here, right there, it's XS Max. And so when I do have driving videos, I got the stupidest thing you ever seen going. I got this little tripod that I clamp my iPhone into horizontally wise, and I got the legs folded together, and I just, I'm like this. But I spend at least 90% of the time with my eyes right on the road, and I just look up there to the viewfinder once in a while to make sure I'm in frame. It's kind of weird what I do. I should get more of a permanent mount, but then I couldn't move my cell phone around like this. So anyway, I'm going to have my wife help me. She can drive and I can do a little recording here. I've figured out what I'm going to do to solve this problem because, like I say, I've had people, I fielded quite a few questions about Bozeman, and so it's a pretty good sized city over there, and I really can't do a lot of running around and get a lot of recording because the recording would be too long, too boring, and stuff like that. But I figured one day when I get around to doing it, I'll have my wife drive me down the east side of Bozeman, coming off the freeway from Livingston, and I'll go from the east end, that's the old end of Bozeman, that's the old part of Bozeman. I'll drive right down Main Street, or I'll have my wife drive right down Main Street, and we'll go west out to the Gallatin Valley Mall, or something like that. Drive the whole length of Main Street there. So I don't know what else I can tell you. Bozeman used to be just kind of a sleepy old cowboy, and an old cowboy town, but I'll tell you, there's somebody over there throwing a lot of money around because they're building like little beavers over there. There's matchstick houses and buildings going up all over the place, and like I say, you're going to spend around $500,000 for a place over there. And somebody might ask me, would I personally live in Bozeman? Well, yeah, probably, but I'm more used to living in smaller places that got smaller populations of people. I don't like a lot of traffic and all that, and Bozeman's got that stuff, believe you me. I was over there in 1995. I moved from Silverboe County to Gallatin County. I was living up in West Yellowstone. That's at the very southern end of Gallatin County. So over the years, I've watched Bozeman literally grow up from a sleepy little cowboy town to a bustling, hustling community, if you will, And so, I don't know what else to tell you, Bozeman's one of them kind of places you either like it or you don't. I like the shopping over in Bozeman because they got Wally World and Kmart and Costco and Target and all this other stuff, but to live there, I don't think so. So until I come up with a video or two, that's all I've got about Bozeman. You can read most anything you want about Bozeman on the net or watch different videos here on YouTube. There have been a few people I've noticed on YouTube that have got brave enough. They'll do like 20, 30-second videos. This is Bozeman, show somebody going down Main Street for about 30 seconds, but, I generally don't do videos. If I'm doing a driving video, I definitely make sure they're a little longer than 30 seconds, even though I'm always watching the time on these videos like right now. So I'm at 13, almost 14 minutes here, and I bored you. You probably don't know anything, probably didn't learn anything. I would have to say, okay, let me leave you with this thought. Gallatin County probably has, I'm just going to make a guess, counting all the weird little towns and West Yellowstone and everything, I'm going to say Gallatin County's got 45,000, somewhere between 45 and 50,000 people in there, like that. Park County, where I'm at, 15,000. That's counting Paradise Valley and all that, in Livingston here and all that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you for letting me prattle on and on. I hope you learned something here, and we'll see you on down the pike. Take care of yourselves, and adios, my friends.